So Colgate out there now with Zach Osborne. Remember, started the season as the backup as he hands off to Henry. Henry's got a lot of space. Henry, first down yardage as he's brought down after a gain of 11 by Zeron Daniel, Patriot League Rookie of the Week.
Yeah, Zeron Daniel and this Hoya defense going to have their hands full with this stable of backs.
Hoyas bring pressure, screen pass to beat it, and another big gain as Saunders takes it for another first down.
See the confidence that Zach Osborne maneuvers with in this offense. He's more than capable as a running threat as well.
Michael Brescia, their longtime starting quarterback, hurts in the rivalry game against Cornell. Osborne's come on and no drop-off at all, leading the Raiders to a pair of wins. Fake the handoff over the middle. Saunders for another big gain all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
That time it was good pressure from Veron Garrison on the interior, but as we talked about him in the opener, Jeremy, Zach Osborne willing to hang in there and take it on the chin in order to deliver a strike.
23-yard gain. Man in motion, that's Parker. Handoff up the middle. G with a big gain, and right now just slicing and dicing that Hoya defense. Have a gain of 6.
And when we talked to the coaching staff during the week, Coach DeCoste said, look, they have a tremendous respect for this Georgetown Hoya defensive front each and every year. It's a star-studded group, but right now this Colgate offensive line taking it to Georgetown on their first offensive possession.
2nd and 4 coming up as Saunders goes in motion. He's their top weapon in the receiving corps. Osborne, swing pass wide open, and G will cut back and get into the end zone for a touchdown. Colgate completely outfoxing Georgetown on that drive.
Wow. Don't blink, Jeremy. You might miss something with this Colgate offense. Quick drive. Looked like some sort of coverage bust in the flat. So why the back was wide open there for the touchdown.
Hoyas did not have a gauge on that at all.
Man.
Looked like about a 7-on-7 drill quickly as Colgate went down the field. Jaworski back on for the extra point. Trying to put it back, now up to an 11-point game. And that one is up and good. So Colgate comes out like a house of fire on their first offensive drive. G out of the backfield. We've seen the Hoyas burn teams on that wheel out of the backfield by the running back. This time they get burnt. G ends up wide open and almost a walk-in touchdown.
Yeah, this Hoya defense, this Hoya football team in general, slow start here. Saw a couple of miscues offensively. And I know it's only, 2:17 left to go in the opening quarter, Jeremy. That was Colgate's first offensive possession of the game. So, got to make some adjustments here defensively moving forward if you're Georgetown.
Stan DeCoste told us that really they haven't changed much of anything with Brescia to Osborne, and you kind of have to wonder if maybe he was playing a little possum with us because the way they came out, and again, Kevin Doherty has been a long-time coach here at Georgetown as the defensive coordinator. He just never looked in sync that entire drive defensively, almost like a lot of concepts they weren't used to seeing the Raiders go with.
Yeah, I agree, especially anytime you have a coverage bust that wide open in the flat, there's got to be some type of miscommunication going on.
Vogler with another kickoff, and this time will be returnable by Reed. Up the gut goes Reed. Reed's got some space, cuts it back, and he'll be hit from behind and knocked out of bounds, but not till he's across the 50-yard line. They'll spot him at the 45, so a big return for Tyree, the Akabachi jersey recipient.
Big return for Tyree and a big smile on the face of special teams coordinator Trey Henderson as they block this up perfectly, Jeremy. I mean, nice alley created. See, Ty tried to get the cut back there, but to no avail.
Took a big hit from behind by the hustling Brody Hawk. So what the Hoyas need to maybe pull the momentum back their way. We've seen Georgetown rally from some bigger deficits this year. Against Penn, got down big, ended up taking that game to overtime. Kearney, not a lot of room to run. He's just going to try to get back to the line of scrimmage and not be able to do it.
And Colgate knows going in, like, that is the key with this Georgetown offense. If you're able to stop Naeem Kearney and if you're able to corral Josh Stakely, you'll have a lot of success trying to stop this group. Instant penetration on the right side of this Georgetown offensive line. Credit to Colgate blowing that one up.
Seeing Hampton Tanner in there now for the Hoyas, the transfer out of Wake Forest, wearing number 61. So again, a lot of changes on that offensive line. Knopp has it batted back in his face. A volleyball play by Brock Winsett.
Man.
Bring up 3rd and long.
Yeah, it's been that type of afternoon for Knopp. That one gets deflected. He had a snap go over his head. The pick 6 on the opening drive. You see it right here. Nice job moving the pocket. Like he wanted to go to Ty Reed. Coming across the field on a crossing route. But a nice play that time by the defensive end. Getting his big paws up and making the stop.
So 3rd and 11 here. We've seen the Hoyas, especially last week against Lehigh, able to keep the chains moving on 3rd down. Tough ask right here against a good Colgate front. Looks to be coming on the defensive end. And delay of game on the Hoyas. So Georgetown just completely out of sync in this one early on. They've had some good drives, but some uncharacteristic plays, especially a delay of game right there. Haven't seen a lot of those lately this year.
Yeah, you can't let your mistakes snowball here, Jeremy. That's something they got to be mindful of as you're down 11 here in the opening quarter.
So again, Colgate 7 up, looking to rush. Knopp throws it deep, has a man wide open, and he's going to have a touchdown. Dunneman, coverage bust for Colgate. Georgetown makes them pay.
It's the resiliency of this Georgetown Hoya football team. Everything going in Colgate's favor here in the first 14 minutes of this football game. Tyler Knopp with a heady play, keeping his eyes downfield. And Dunneman, the speedster, able to get behind this Colgate defense.
The transfer from Division III Union making his presence felt once again. Knopp wide open.
Yeah.
Perfect ball. And Ryan misses the extra point. So that will keep Georgetown down 5. We talked about the kicking issues. Ryan was not the kicker to start the season, the place kicker.
Yeah.
Ricky Abood in street clothes today. But one more look at the touchdown.
One more time. Colgate only rushing 3, so they've got 8 back in coverage. Really inexcusable to have this type of coverage bust when you're only sending 3.
And Goss kind of looking over to the sideline. And again, he's a guy that's been back there for a while, so you wouldn't expect the mistake coming from him. So it looked like he thought he had help deep.
Yeah.
Instead, it's a Hoya touchdown.
They'll take it.
Well, especially now, looking at a 3rd and 15, especially after the big kickoff return, you didn't want to have to punt that football away. And right there, they're able to take advantage of likely a Colgate mistake. And we're trying to look on the replay there whether it was Dunneman maybe just reading the play and changing his route. But
I think he was surprised by how wide open he was. He was like, hey, look.
So 14-9 lead for Colgate. We'll see if that missed extra point comes back to haunt the Hoyas later in the game. Ryan boots it away. Again, Henry will have a chance to return it. Henry up the middle and all the way out to the 37-yard line. Again, Henry there starting running back and kind of carried a few Hoyas on that one.
Yeah, he had an 11-yard carry on their first offensive drive, that touchdown possession that we just saw. I don't know, Jeremy. Do you think they go back to the squib kick here? All these kicks seem to be coming up relatively short, making it extremely difficult on your kickoff coverage unit to get down there.
Here you see the offensive line. Bartle Gashi, kind of the leader of that group, experienced up front. And the specialist is Trayvon Saunders, guy to look out for. Rob Scarlatta, really a lot of praise for the Colgate receiver. G goes through, and that time looked like the Hoyas didn't have a very good run fit there. An easy gain of 12 for G.
Yeah, it was DeAndre Wilborn on that one, not doing a good enough job setting the edge. Playing in place of Ivory Harrell, who I have not seen yet this afternoon, Jeremy. But Wilborn that time just letting the run get outside of him.
1st and 10, ball right on the 50. Hoyas bring some pressure, throwing it deep, looking for Saunders. It's incomplete as Osborne just had to get rid of it as he had some heat coming his way.
Yeah, it was the aforementioned DeAndre Wilborn. You saw Mateen Ibiroba as well, getting some interior push.
Look at the Georgetown starters. As that defensive front, pretty good one. Mateen Ibiroba got a lot of praise from Stan DeCoste during our call. David Ely, Giancarlo Rufo, your linebackers. Rufo out of Hawaii, stepping in as a freshman. And in the back end, Ron Daniel, the player of the week, the rookie of the week in the Patriot League.
I'm excited to see Giancarlo Rufo, see what he brings to this Hoya defense. Kid that's got a lot of size, Jeremy, and put some thump on you in the running game.
Blitz coming, they'll run away from it. Henry breaks a tackle, breaks a second tackle, stays on his feet, and finally goes out of bounds. As Henry and Rashawn Adams woofing at each other a little bit, but first down as the Hoyas not tackling well today. Had a few chances to bring down Henry, couldn't do it.
Yeah, Jaden Henry, thick kid, 6 foot, 200 pounds. You see him keep the legs churning here on this one. Yeah, that time looked like it was Ron Garrison that ends up getting reached. He was real close to making that play for a short gain of 1, but the running back, Henry, doing a nice job bouncing it to the outside.
Georgetown trying to match the ruggedness of Colgate. Right now the Raiders up 14-9. Couple of touchdowns for the Hoyas. Firing an answer, going deep. The pick 6 by Goss got Colgate on the board. Hoyas able to pull them back in, down 5 here in D.C.